What's up, guys? Welcome back. Here we go. Season 8 of the Mettlestate Pro Series is about to get underway. Just checking that everything's working. Yes, it is. All right. So, as you can see over here, the people are still loading in to the lobby. But this is going to be a very interesting season to see what these teams are going to be doing. Of course, a lot has changed since Season 7. Quite a bit has changed. We've seen some teams go all the way up into PMCO Africa. We've seen some teams playing in MEO. Man, it is going to be spicy. And of course, the teams that we've got in the list, you can see them down in the description. But of course, let's go through them. We've got the players coming in from Blackjack, as you can see in the first slot. Then, of course, we've got the players from Gun over in our second slot. We've got Slime 4KT over in that third. We've got the players from Influence Rage over in the fourth one. We've got NiBBLE in our fifth slot. Then, of course, we got the players from G3 Temper in the mix as well. We've got the players from the Outsiders over in slot 7. In 8, we've got the Spaza Six team. Then, of course, over in 9, we've got NiBBLE. We've got the DROGON Dragons over in 10. Over in 11, we've got Existence. We've got Resurrection in 12. We have Ultra 6 in slot 13. And then, of course, Team Euphoria over in slot 14. So you can't really see much of that on the screen, but trust me, it's all there. But of course, also what makes this season so interesting is the addition of the Challenger section. So our previous Open Series season, those teams have then now been promoted up in towards Challenger. So Open Series is completely new and fresh. See a lot of teams now just participating on that front, battling things out against each other. And of course, from there on, they get relegated up in towards Challenger. And of course, the same happens for Challenger Series. The teams then have that opportunity to get relegated up in towards Pro Series. So it keeps a nice, fresh flow of teams coming in. But of course, for this one, we're just going through, making sure everyone is in the lobby and ready. And it seems like everyone's in. We are 2 players short, but, well, that is enough for now. Let's jump into our first match, which, of course, will be over on Erangel. So, without further ado, here we go. So, let's see. All right, so everybody now, man, this is exciting stuff. Waiting to see what this map is going to be doing and, of course, what that zone is going to be bringing us. Man, I'm so excited to see this. Come on, give us your predictions in the chat. Let us know, who do you think is going to be clutching it out here today on this match? This is going to be some insane plays. But, well, here we go. Let's jump on over into that. Straight on into that map. So, of course, the usual map, as we've seen many, many times before. The teams, of course, now just prepping up their weapons, making sure all their buttons and everything else is working. But let's see. So, you've got 54 players in the lobby. I'm hoping to see that zone coming into the south. I know I say that on a very regular basis, but that is what I want to see. Really hoping that, of course, that is exactly what we are going to be getting. Of course, another 10 seconds on the clock until we see what that flight path is going to bring us. But, of course, give us your predictions in the chat. Let me know, who do you think is going to be clutching it out? Who is going to be getting the first chicken dinner of Season 8? Ooh, look at that flight path coming in from Multipower, heading over in towards Savoni. So a rather northeasterly flight path we can see coming in across the board here. But of course, they will be opening things up for the teams that like to move into this region. Make it a little bit more difficult for the teams that like to frequent that western side. But I mean, the south is still pretty accessible. The north, the east, even the central portion of the map. Now it's just that western territories. We'll be seeing which teams will be dropping down and potentially grabbing a vehicle, maybe rotating up in towards that direction. But yeah, it's quite exciting. Let's see. Here we go. The team's now starting to make their way on down. Off they go, moving out bit by bit. A few more now starting to jump on out. Of course, our first team, they're from Spaza Six, heading straight on over in towards that Sosnovka military base. A few shoutouts coming in there, of course, across the board. But let's see. This is a fresh season. A lot of these teams have gained some extra experience in other tourneys. So I'm quite keen to see what we'll be having on the board. All right, so we've got a nice positioning coming in there, of course, for the players from Spaza Six. They moved all the way down into the south. We got G3 going into their usual position over towards that eastern bridge in the vicinity of Farm Gun, of course, now starting making their way around. We've got Blackjack heading off into their usual position, which is all the way over towards Pachinki. But then we look over towards school. We've got the team here. I believe this is Existence. Let's go with that. No, this is Ultra 6. All right, never mind. Ultra 6 right there. And of course, the players here from the Dragons right there alongside them. So I'm quite keen to see whether or not we'll be having some engagements coming in from that front. The team there, of course, from Influence Rage, moving all the way up in towards Saverni. We've got NiBBLE dropping down in their usual spot, which is, of course, that Yasnaya Poliana hotspot. Ooh, 4KT already starting the party. Getting the first few shots in towards the players there from Team Euphoria. Let's quickly jump up. As you can see, Psycho Wolf already getting knocked out. So a nice aggressive start coming in from 4KT. Ooh, but Mullins puts a quick shot in retaliation. This is the way we want to get this whole Pro Series underway. And of course, 4KT making their rotation over towards the Georgia Ball crates. Slowly heading up in that direction. But let's now jump in towards school to see what is going to happen over here. Two teams. So we've got Ultra 6. Supposed to be. This looks like Euphoria, not going to lie. And then, of course, the players from the Dragons right up ahead of them. As you can see there. We got the Rax, Nero, Blade, and Akil for the Dragon front. And for Euphoria, we've got Mr. Hunter, Sunny, and Psycho. HSS. Alright, then of course, that zone coming in, moving all the way over towards the, almost the southeast. Not just yet. Very much over towards the east. But let's see now what the teams are going to be doing. Of course, the Dragons trying to send a few nades over in towards Euphoria. Not finding the damage just yet, but they are definitely going to be trying. This, of course, being FBP makes it just that extra little bit more difficult. No third-party peeking. The players got to go on instinct alone and skill and show us what they've got. Alright, so a bit of a slow passive start. I mean, I wasn't expecting much else, not gonna lie. Alright. We've got the teams dropping down. They are a little bit on the conservative side. You know, just trying to get the hang of this match. Just trying to weigh themselves up against the opposition, which is perfectly normal. Hoping to see a little bit more aggression coming in as we make our way into that second phase. Even potentially over towards the third phase. As that is usually where we see the aggression getting dialed in and dialed up. But here we go. Euphoria now just quickly falling back. A few hits in from the Dragons. Nothing finding the spot just yet. But it's building up. So Psycho taking a little bit of a risky approach. Just hanging around on the outskirts of the building. But fortunately for them, this is FBP. So there's no third-party peeking coming in on this front, but look at that! Akil sends a beautiful grenade up in towards Sunny. Hunter also taking a little bit of the damage, but here we go now. Psycho finding a few shots in towards the Dragons, but this is where we wait to see whether or not Euphoria will be able to hold their own against the Dragon Force that is pushing up. Blade now up ahead. Ooh, down goes Psycho. Hunter now feeling the pressure, as he is the lone player now, unless, of course, he can get this res in over towards Sunny. A little bit of brief fire. Right, so as expected, we see the players from Euphoria now just falling back. Just trying to regain themselves once again. I'm liking the way the Dragons are approaching this. Coming in, applying a little bit of pressure, not too much, not overexerting themselves just yet. And also coming in with this 3-1 split. Very good positioning there coming in from Rax. Just holding off on the far side. I would like to see him a little bit more on that roof. But either way, still a decent positioning. So 14 teams in the lobby. 52 players remain. So we've seen one player already getting sent on back. Alright, come on. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Alright, let's have a look at the rest of the map. As you can see, the teams now all just enjoying the silence. Getting their loot ready. Getting everything prepped before moving further in towards the zone. A few teams already making that rotation. And of course, the team there from G3 finding themselves in a very ideal position. Seeing that the zone has shifted up in their favor. So we're not going to necessarily be seeing a lot of rotations coming in from them, as they are pretty much set for the next few phases. But here we go. The Dragons now, they've started to move on up, just encroaching on towards the team here from Euphoria. So we got Hunter and Sunny now. Oh, feeling a little bit of pressure. Oh, Rax now just popping out on the roof. With a little bit of pre-fire coming in there from Hunter, of course. Now knocking down the door, as one does. Why do you want to worry about a door if you can just break it out, shoot it out? Ooh, a kill now getting knocked out by Hunter. I am liking this. Sunny now trying to get a quick few shots in as Blade is starting to push on up. Now you can see the Dragons are just coming in with a little bit of a different approach on this match. Sending one player on over just to add that extra element of pressure on towards Euphoria. Ooh, there we go. Euphoria now making their move all the way down to the ground floor. Just trying to change things up a little bit on the Dragons here. But Hunter now just prepping, getting ready to move out. Ooh, Blade right there on the side. Beautiful shooting coming in from Blade. All right, so Sunny now. Ooh, Blade just ripping it up. Gets 2 knocks. Finishes off the team and off they go. There we go. Well done. Well played. The Dragons starting off of their party there with 3 kills. And of course, several more to go. We got 4KT and the players here from NiBBLE, of course, positioned all the way over in North and South George. But the rest of the teams now starting to make their rotations, getting into that zone. No aggressive rotations just yet. But of course, only expecting a lot of aggression, a lot of chaos to erupt round about that 3rd phase moving onwards. So for the time being, the teams are still fairly well spread out. Taking up decent positioning. And of course, once again, not overexerting or overexposing themselves. See the players from the outsiders here. They've rotated out from Razok, just moving a little bit further in towards the southeast. Taking up occupation of the compounds, as you can see over here. So depending on where that zone is going to be going, that could actually be quite a beneficial position for them to be holding, especially if that zone shifts into the north. But of course, now we're waiting to see where the zone is going to be going. That blue zone is closing in. Taking its sweet old time to move on up. But now looking over towards that red zone. We got Spaza, we got Blackjack, we got Gun. 3 teams right there, up close and personal. We see any shots coming in between them. So Schizo scanning the vicinity, trying to see if they can spot those angles. But of course, the players here from Blackjack now taking up position, just using the terrain to work to their advantage. You see MG, Zane, Reverb, and Cheddar up ahead. And of course, we've got the players from Spaza now holding up here as well. Horus, Coco, Anger, and Schizo. So expecting to see some crazy plays coming in from Schizo, as the name suggests. Ooh, Anger now getting hit with a nice straggler shot. But of course, Gun. This is where things could get quite interesting. Rez also not too far away either, just positioned over towards that eastern side. G3 coming in with a 2-2 split, sending up Six and Gunner up into farm, and of course having Flacco and Co just hang back just to see if there's anyone that could potentially be rotating up from that Sosnovka base. So at the moment, it is still pretty much open season. The players can still do pretty much what they like. Because we don't have standings. We only have standings after this match. So quite keen to see what that will be. Of course, 13 teams still remain. Only one team has been sent back so far. The Outsiders, of course, now starting a little bit of a party over in towards the north. The team here from Influence Rage right up ahead in their scopes. So Swave and Co now moving up, as you can see. LK and Hainsley now making that rotation. Just trying to get up ahead. Existence right up ahead of them. So this could be quite a challenging position, especially for Influence Rage to move on up into. Quite exposed. Oh, yep. There we go. Hainsley gets knocked out. And of course now LK just quickly falling back. Trying to rotate up into slightly different positioning. But it doesn't seem like Existence is going to let this one go just yet. Ooh, this is a risky move, especially with the addition of a team now just situated over towards the side here. As you can see, the Outsiders just holding up on the far end. So there's a lot of potential for some crazy plays to come in, but of course we're not seeing, like I mentioned, the players are not overcommitting to any rotations just yet. Playing it a little bit cautiously, which is understandable. I mean, first season in a while, game 1. Yeah, pretty normal procedures. Alright, so as you can see, Spaza now starting to take the rotation, but Gun now circling around. Blackjack coming in, moving up towards that Wizard Tower. So this is a very interesting engagement. We've seen these teams battle it out in past games. Chet, of course, now getting hit in the process. Down he goes. MG and Zay now trying to supply a little bit of a support fire there. Reverb also now just trying to come in with a little bit of fire from within the compound. Alright, so Gun now deciding to rather rotate up. Not a bad decision, not gonna lie. There's quite a bit of space still left in the zone. I'm liking the decision there to decide, you know, rather move on up instead of try and stay and fight. We could find a few easier kills elsewhere. And of course now a few more shots flying up the hill over towards the players here. As you can see, the team now just taking the damage there from Ultra 6. Right here on a Potato Hill. So we got Psycho Wolf, we got Mullins, we got Miyagi, and Lynx. Lynx, of course, the first one back into the lobby there for Ultra 6. So once again, the teams are moving in. You can see the experience actually now starting to come in with the teams. You know, we're not seeing a lot of teams just rushing up into each other. Seeing a lot more of a calculated gameplay coming in, especially for first game. This is actually not bad, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so we're about to move into that third phase in the next 15 seconds or so as the blue zone starts moving in. And of course, that is when we expect the chaos to erupt. That is when we expect the action to start coming in between the teams. As they've had 15 minutes now to prep themselves, to get themselves ready for the coming fights. And it is showtime. Oh, there we go. Look at this pumped vehicle. Schizo, what are you doing? Right, so, well, ooh, look at this. Right, I was expecting a fight. I'm gonna lie, I was expecting a fight. With NiBBLE on the side, and the players here from Influence Rage. Yeah, I was sincerely hoping for a bit of action, but nothing just yet. But here we go. Let's make our way around. Ooh, yes, there we go. So the players now from the Outsiders starting the party off. Andrew finding a few shots in towards NiBBLE. You can see just up ahead. Influence Rage also just holding up on the perimeter there. So this could actually be quite interesting. So many teams. And of course, we got the players from Existence just situated over towards the south. So we got NiBBLE, we got the Outsiders, we got Existence, and then also the addition of Influence Rage. So 4 teams all right here alongside each other. And of course, that red zone now coming in over towards the west. Ooh, Existence. The Mercer now coming in as well. Swave now just trying out a few shots. Look at Pans and the rest of the queue. The clan, or the team. What am I saying? Making their way around. See, that is what you do. If you can't find a team to shoot, shoot at their vehicles. It could always be beneficial moving into those later phases, especially if they need those vehicles to actually try and move on up. You've already disabled one of them. All right, so this is the big build-up. Everything now just getting ready to see where this next phase is going to be going. You see a nice concentration of teams situated within that centralized portion. 4KT, strangely enough, sitting all the way on that far side. The team from NiBBLE also just a little bit towards their south, north rather. Interesting strats. Not gonna lie, that is quite interesting. But of course, here we go. The blue zone about to pop on over. And, well, the zone now moves in towards the north. Quite a few teams already within that. Only about 3 or 4 teams need to make that rotation to squeeze on in. 13 teams remain. This is going to be quite interesting. Let's see now. I'm hoping to see... Well, let's have a look at the map again. All right. I'm hoping to potentially see a few teams move up, let's say, in towards the north. Especially to that compound right there in the far north, just on the outskirts of Yasnaya. And then maybe even a team moving over towards the warehouse. Just above shelter there. Because there's nice positioning, there's nice open fields in the vicinity as well. Seems like Influence could actually be moving up in that direction. Right, so a few fishing shots now going off. We've got Cycle Wolf also right here alongside the team from Spaza. Right, so Gunner already starting that party off. Miyagi now getting hit in the process, getting caught in the crossfire. Psycho Wolf now trying to move on up. We've got Mullins also on the approach up on Potato Hill. Strange time to see the teams starting to split up now. It's a bit strange, but whatever. Here we go. We're expecting the action, and of course that is exactly what we are getting right here, moving into our third phase, or rather through our third phase. You see Psycho Wolf and Mullins right here behind the players from Spaza Six. And then, of course, we've got the Outsiders right here in the compound. The drop also not too far away, but the teams not being really too concerned about that drop, as the teams now are trying to squeeze their way on into zone. Right, let's jump up into the players here from Resurrection. 2 of them remain. We've got Money and Power, the 2 remaining. Jigsaw and Leonidas, of course, already getting sent on back. We've got the players from Influence Rage right here alongside them. Power getting hit. Just popped right out of the vehicle. Money now just trying to put a little bit of distance between those shots, as Power is getting sent on off into the lobby. Ainsley gets an easy kill. So 1 player remains. All right, 13 teams still in play. 44 teams. 44 players. What am I saying? All right, here we go. Existence. Still held up in the compound. Blackjack now, of course, moving in. Trying to get a few shots in towards NiBBLE. I don't really know what to say about this positioning. This is a little bit... yeah. It's okay. It's okay. But I mean, NiBBLE in a compound. Existence in a compound. This is a little bit risky. Especially now with the number of teams that are starting to move in. Still waiting to see where Gun and G3 is going to be going. So we've got NiBBLE now also just moving in, applying a little bit of pressure over towards NiBBLE. So we've got Blackjack and NiBBLE, both teams focused on towards the NiBBLE team. Silent just there on the corner, trying to peek the edge. So I'm not gonna lie, this is the gameplay that we're seeing in this lobby here today is considerably different to what we had in season 7. Like really, this is different, like completely different. A good different, I'm not gonna lie. You can of course see that the teams have been going through quite a few tourneys in the process. Their play style has changed, everything has just improved. So this is going to be a super interesting season to see how the teams are now going to be utilizing what they've learned in the past tourneys. See the team here from Gun, of course, they're starting to move on up. We see this team there from Spaza finding a few shots over in towards 4KT. Strange rotations coming in from Gun, starting to take it the long way around. But here we go. All right, so the team now from Spaza Six starting to move in. They find the shots in towards 4KT. Off they go. Well done. 12 teams now remain. Right, so the outsiders could maybe possibly be the next team for the team here from Spaza to go up against. Alright, so they're coming in with those rotations, getting themselves ready and prepped on up. The outsiders now waiting in anticipation. They know there's someone nearby. They don't know exactly where, but they're expecting someone to be nearby. They've heard the shots, just can't see them just yet. You see the outsiders, of course, now starting to prep themselves up. Spaza also now just moving up very cautiously, trying to stay hidden as long as they can. Oh, there we go. All right, so Coco gets the party started on towards the team there from the outside. Finds a quick few shots. I'm liking that they're not overcommitting. Just popping in a few hits, pulling back, and of course deciding to rotate up. Fantastic, fantastic improvement. Got the Dragons, of course, situated up in towards that far northwestern side of the zone. I say far, but there's not a lot of distance remaining. 800 meters. That is about what we've got to work with here as the team now from Spaza starts pushing on into that zone. The hits coming up in towards them. So far managing to evade the damage for the time being, but here we go. NiBBLE now stepping up as the teams are starting to push on in. Gun, in fact, now rushing right in towards them. Ooh, nicely played. G3 also now just coming off the edge. We got Rapunzel now caught in a little bit of a rip. Ooh, what is this? Oh, man, that is unfortunate. That is, I'm not gonna lie, that is hella unfortunate. Rolling the vehicle on a straight stretch of road. Yeah, that takes some skill. Well done. Well done. Right, here we go. G3 now. Trying to make their way around, trying to circle up and potentially come in on the northern front or the east, depending on whether they're going to try and continue that rotation. 10 teams remain. Squeaky jump up into existence as they are making their way on forward. We've got another team just up ahead of them as well. That, of course, being the players there from Spaza Six. Right, so Coco now just being quite risky right on the edge. A little bit of a cheeky Coco play coming in here. The rest of the team now just trying to pick off a few shots, but here we go. Existence clutch moves in, finds the first shot in towards Anger, gets the hit there from Coco. All right, quick few nades now getting sent on up, but of course the team. This is what I like about watching FPP. Is there's no third party peeking. You've got no idea where the opponents are until you actually see them. You see Coco now just fishing for damage, trying to find those hit markers, but now the outsiders step on into the party as well, coming in with the extra little bit of surprise. But Pounds getting third partied by Euphoria. FPP, how I love to spectate you. Oh, Flacker now just feeling a little bit of pressure, but look at this, the teams are still going at it. NiBBLE now trying to fend off a few teams in the vicinity. I'm liking the way the teams are starting to push on up. We've got Existence all the way down in the south, trying to move on up as well. Two teams up ahead of them as the Outsiders now try to battle it out. But here we go. Ooh, Blackjack moving up in towards NiBBLE. Yes, come on, come on. Oh, NiBBLE gets the dub on them. Well done, well played. That is just absolutely amazing stuff. All right, so another team gets sent on off. 9 teams now remain. We got the players here from NotGaming also now just trying to make their entry in towards the zone. The Dragons finding a quick few shots in towards Influence Rage. But this is the opportunity for NotGaming. Sending the utilities over in towards NiBBLE. Ooh. Spaza also now getting hit as Existence is pushing in. But here we go. NotGaming doing a little dance here with NiBBLE. Snorra getting knocked out in the process. Sidon gets knocked out. Down goes Jagger. All right, who's the next one? Who's the next one? Blue Zone also now on its way on in. Hawk is now the last remaining hopeful for the team of NotGaming. Oh, but the hit markers are coming in. Vindok being absolutely relentless. Will they find the last little bit? Yes, they do. Sends them off. Finds a beautiful nade to seal the deal. What just happened? Was that Existence? Yes! Oh my goodness! Existence just got sent into the lobby. Spaza just wrecking it up today. But of course, here we go now. Outsiders also just trying to squeeze on in. We still got Mullins and Psycho Wolf just up ahead of them. The G3 team off in the distance. The Dragons up into the north. Oh, G3 now just capitalizing on their positioning in the zone. And of course, the vulnerability there for the Dragons. As you can see them being quite exposed. But here we go. Here we go. Mullins and Psycho Wolf sending some nades in towards the Outsiders. Finds the damage in towards Macho. Swave and Andrew now pushing up towards them. Ooh, come on, you can do it. G3 now starting to light up that kill feed. But here we go. The Outsiders getting hit. Quite a bit of crossfire coming in. Nice third party all the way from NiBBLE's end. Ooh. Right, so the players here from Euphoria just feeling the pressure now. Or rather, this is Ultra 6. Come on, Psycho Wolf. You got the AWAM. You can do it. Find the damage. The Outsiders now also deciding whether or not they should push on in. We got Influence Rage just held up on the far side. Oh, G3 now just letting it rip, putting the shots in towards Ultra 6 and the Outsiders. But of course, Mullins managed to find that hit all the way in towards them. Here we go. The players from Ultra 6 now getting caught out in the blue zone. They need to try and squeeze on in, but the shots come in. Down goes Psycho Wolf. Mullins now left to try and defend. Oh, managed to find the rock, but of course, this is the 6th phase. The blue zone is absolutely brutal. 2 teams now remain. It is NiBBLE, it is G3 left to battle it out for our first chicken dinner of season 8. Look at this. What a lineup. A 4v4. Vindok, the first one to go down. Flacco taking a little bit of damage as well. We got Willy, Pyro, we got Sidon on the one side. We got Flacco, we got Buden, we got Six and Gunner on the opposite end. Who will clutch it out? Oh, those nades getting sent on in. G3 really trying to find that opening. The zone, of course, in favor of NiBBLE. So we need to see the players here from G3 maybe even just creeping up on towards the side of the road. But I'm liking the way NiBBLE is approaching this one. Starting to spread on out. Using the terrain there to the advantage. But of course, Sidon can't stay in that position forever. He needs to fall back in towards the zone. But here we go. G3 getting ready to move on up. Will they get it? Ooh, nice squiggly nade coming in, but a nice response coming in from NiBBLE as well now. The team's just holding off on the engagements. Trying to weigh each other up, trying to see what is going to happen. Got the smoke roads, of course, now being deployed. Once again, Flacco sending one off. Pyro in a fairly decent position. Ooh, finds a little bit of reach. There we go. First, a little bit of damage coming in towards G3. Nothing too major just yet. But G3 now starting to huddle up. We see NiBBLE still fairly spread out. Sidon now getting caught out on the edge there. I don't know if it's worth it to find it in the blue zone, but here we go. The team's now starting to push on up. NiBBLE keeping the distance. G3 going in for that nice huddled up approach. 2 to split on the NiBBLE front. Come on. Yes. Alright, so G3 trying to find an opening on towards NiBBLE. But of course, I'm liking their positioning there for the NiBBLE team. They are quite spread out. 2 to split. Able to gather quite a bit of information in towards them. Willie now getting knocked out in the process. Vindok also getting knocked. Alright. So Sidon and Pyro now left to defend. But up comes G3. Starting to send the nades in. Starting to push. And up comes Flacker now getting ready with the push. Moving in to our first split here for NiBBLE. Pyro finds a beautiful entry in towards him. Biden goes down as well. Now it is up to Gunner and Six. Oh, Six gets it. Vindok comes in. It is up to Gunner. Ooh, what happened? Who got it? Was it? Oh, Gunner clutched it out. Well done. Well played. G3 comes in with the first chicken dinner. Finishing off their play with 15 kills. Then, of course, NiBBLE coming in to second place. But, of course, also finishing off with a very decent count there, as you can see. 9 kills there for them. Well done. Well played. The players from Ultra 6 finishing up in third place with 4 kills. We got Influence Rage in fourth place with 2. We got the Outsiders in fifth place with 1 kill. The Dragons coming into sixth place with 4 kills. The players there from Spaza Six finishing in seventh place with 7 kills. The players from Existence in 8th place with 1. Not Gaming in 9th place. We got Blackjack taking 10th place with 2 kills. Of course, Resurrection in 11th place. Gun in 12th place. We see 4KT finishing in 13th. And then the team from Euphoria finishing up in 14th place. Man, oh man, oh man. What a match that was. Very interesting finish there. And of course, very strange zone we saw coming into that final little bit of stretch there. But what a way to get it underway. Of course, for our next match, we're going to be moving in towards the Miramar map to see what the teams are going to be doing. If we change things up ever so slightly, and of course, after that, heading right back in towards Erangel. So be sure to stay tuned. We'll be back with you guys in a short few minutes, so don't go anywhere. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Right, we're getting ready to move on in towards Miramar. Now, as you can see, we're just waiting for 1 or 2 more players to come on in. Actually, 1. We're waiting for 1 player. Are you going to come in on time? Come on. You can do it. You can do it. The match is about to start in the next few seconds. I accidentally... We had someone in the wrong slot. And right as I clicked kick, he moved. Whoops. Yeah, that was my bad. That wasn't me, I promise. Alright, so now we're just waiting for everyone to come on in. Waiting for that last player from Gun. There we go. Rapunzel is back on in. Do we have our 4th player coming in for Euphoria? No idea. But of course, while we waited for that last player to come on in, what a great way to get this day started. We had a very nice play coming in over on Erangel. And of course, I mean... Let's go through some of the standings that we had there with the players. Of course, we had the players from G3 coming in, clutching that chicken dinner. We had NiBBLE over in 2nd place. We had the players there from Six, Ultra Six, of course, coming in on that 3rd place. What am I saying? Coming in on 3rd place. So we had I asked in the chat, tell me who do you think is going to be clutching it out, right? And of course now, so Nick says that Spaza is going to be coming 3rd, G3 is going to be coming 2nd, and Ultra 6 is going to be coming 1st. That is the prediction that we have. All right, so no idea whether or not that is going to happen, but of course, well, we can't wait any longer. We're getting into the action, getting the match started, and now, yeah, as you know, we are moving in towards Miramar. So as you know, on Miramar, it is a slightly bigger map than Erangel, but of course, we've seen these teams battle it out time and time again on Miramar. So give us your predictions. You know what Nick's predictions are. Let us know who do you think is going to be clutching it out in this match. Everyone, of course, now just making their way on through. As you can hear, they're firing off their weapons. And we're waiting to see what that flight path is going to be bringing us. Of course, we always see some interesting flight paths on the Miramar map. But I'm hoping to see something a little bit different, something changed up ever so slightly. Nothing too insane, but of course just that extra little bit element of surprise in on the match. We've got about another 20 seconds or so remaining until we get into that flight path. But of course, well, here's our players. So we've got Blackjack, we've got Gun, we've got 4KT, we've got Influence Rage, we've got NiBBLE, we've got the players from G3, we've got the Outsiders, we've got Spaza, we've got Not Gaming, the Dragons, Existence, Resurrection, Euphoria, and of course, the players from Ultra 6. So a nice lineup coming in, and of course, these are teams that we've been seeing over the seasons battle it out. And here we have our flight path as well, coming in from Los Higos' side, making its way, strangely enough, in towards the northwestern region of the map. So that is quite the interesting flight path, very western. But this is now where we wait to see what the teams are going to be doing. Are we going to be seeing the teams that like to frequent that eastern side drop down, grab some vehicles, or are they going to be dropping into an alternative drop spot? Of course, now, as mentioned, we'll be seeing what the teams are going to be doing and where they're going to be heading on into. Surely the teams that like to frequent the western side, they'll have a very comfortable and very easy flight path, as there's no need for them really to move too far, and the zone of the flight path is quite in their favor. But now we wait to see what is going to be happening, and of course quite curious to see what the phase is going to bring, where that zone is going to be shifting on into. Will it be complementary of the flight path? Will it be extreme? Will it go into some odd, strange direction for some or other odd reason? No idea. But of course, we'll be finding out soon enough. So yeah, give us your predictions in the chat. Leave us a like alongside your comment there. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We have to, you know, plug some things as we can. But this is a very interesting drop, though. Look at Rez dropping all the way down in towards the far south. Existence just north of them. NiBBLE just north of that. But El Paso, it is going to be pretty spicy. 4KT, of course, dropping down over towards Chumacero. We've got Gun, no surprise, dropping over in Monte Nuevo. But we've got NiBBLE, Influence Rage, as well as the players from Spaza dropping down right there in El Pozo. Now we see Ultra 6 pushing up in towards Ruins. Euphoria taking up a little bit of a split there, heading into La Cobreria. I think Psycho might be AFK. Maybe. But, ooh, look at the zone. Shifting far south. This is going to be super interesting to see what these teams are going to be doing. But, of course, without much further ado, let's jump into El Pozo to see what is going to be happening with these three teams that we've got right here in the thick of it. Zeus right here below Coco, and of course the rest of the team there from Spaza. Oh, what a play by Coco, finding some easy hits. That is one of the reasons I don't like burst fire weapons, for exactly that reason. Ooh, here we go. Hawk now just finding some easy shots in towards Horus. We got Schizo still just off on the side there, holding up in that auditorium arena section. Got Romeo and Coco, of course, now moving up together into the building. Jagger actually now taking up an offside position. This could be an interesting play for NiBBLE. So already losing their first player. Lamampa. Yep, I'm gonna mess that one up. Not gonna lie. That is gonna happen so many times. So get yourself ready and prepped for that. It is gonna come. We can see Schizo, of course, now just up ahead. Moving in to trying to get the res in over towards Horus. But we see the players there from Influence Rage not just keeping their distance over towards the western side. Not moving up, not engaging just yet. Letting the players from NiBBLE and, of course, Spaza battle it out. Got a few teams positioned within the zone already. Now we wait to see where and when these teams are going to start rotating in towards that zone. They, of course, have 3 minutes left to go. That seems like an eternity over on PUBG, especially on Miramar. But hey, welcome to PUBGMobile. That is what we have to work with. And Schizo now stepping up with that Vector. Keeping a watchful eye on the side of the players there from NiBBLE. So Spaza now getting all their players back up and at it. But they seem to favor the arena, not moving out just yet. Right, so it seems like the players here from NiBBLE are starting to disengage. Or is that just because we see Spaza rotating away? Could be either which way. Of course, Influence Rage, you can see just up in the distance there. Ainsley not too far away, but just keeping the distance. 4KT still sitting quite comfortably over in towards Chumacera. That red zone now coming in as well. G3 once again dropping down over in San Martin. Nothing out of the ordinary for them. The outsiders, of course, they like to frequent that water treatment and the vicinity. As you can see, now starting to make their way. Quite a bit of distance for these teams to cover, though, especially the ones up in the north. So I'm curious to see what is going to be happening with these two teams that we have up in that far northern regions. Will we see them potentially try and rush into zone ahead of the blue? Or will we see them moving up alongside the blue zone? Alright, so NiBBLE coming in with a bit of a split. Lamumpa right over there. We got Hawk and, of course, Jagger on the far side. Quite split up, but of course he is able to gather quite a bit of information coming in from this end. So now this is where we wait to see whether or not he's going to try and potentially flank around in towards the players from Spaza. Or is he just going to hold this position and just look at them and not engage? He's actively scouting the region, though. So that is a good sign. We got a Hawk and Co now, of course, just holding up. Going about their business. Nothing too insane just yet. Alright, so the outsiders, of course, now fully committing to that rotation. Making their way in from that northern side. The Dragons also right there, almost alongside them. But now we see the players from Blackjack starting to move on further in towards the zone. 4KT also just inching their way on up, improving their position, trying to move up onto those hills. And of course, then we see the players from Res all the way down in the south, right here in Los Higos. They have the comfort of looting up at their own leisure. No one here to contest them. They can just do whatever they like. Now we wait to see where the next phase is going to be going. So the rotation's starting to come on in. Seems like Euphoria is definitely AFK. Oh no, they're not. Oh, just a little bit of extreme looting all the way up in that far north. Right, so here we go. The team's now, of course, starting to make their way on in. Once again, NiBBLE holding up over in Los Higos to spread out, stretching themselves out. So we've got Pyro, Willy, Sidon, and Vindog for the side there of NiBBLE. But the Dragons actually seem to like they are starting to move up in the direction of the outsiders. So we've got Macho and Pounds just up ahead. Hopefully we could see these teams starting to bump heads along the way. So the Dragons finished off in 6th place in the previous match. Will they be able to improve that and move into the top 5, potentially top 3? No idea, we'll find out. So Nero now just taking position here. So we've got a lot of long-range weapons coming in for the side of the Dragons. Haven't seen any major hits in the kill feed just yet. Tezuka now also moving up. Akil moving up. Blade moving up. Everyone there from the Dragon side just moving into position. The outsiders seem to be pretty confident in their positioning in the compound. Nice banana flavored air scent hanging off of the side mirror. But here we go. Right, so outsiders deciding it's maybe better to move on up. Right, let's see what is happening over on this western side as the teams are now making their way on in. You can see 6 on the way. We can see Influence. We see Spaza, but not Gaming, not rotating up just yet. So Gun already now moving a little bit further in towards the south there as well. So they've rotated out of Monte Nuevo, using that main road to get all the way down into the south, taking up position very close to that bridge. So it could be a little bit of an advantageous position, of course, if Reds decides to rotate up through that bridge. But this western front is going to be quite interesting, especially over towards Valdelmar. Got a nice migration of teams coming in off the side, but Mullins now dropping out of his vehicle. Is he going to try and maybe pick off a few shots? You can see Spaza just up ahead. Nope, it seems like they are hugging the edges of these cliffs, trying to make their way on in, trying to go about undiscovered. But here we go. Spaza now moving up. These two teams are about to start lashing heads. Psycho Wolf just up ahead. Schizo moving up as well. We see someone jump on out of their vehicle. Ooh, there we go. Psycho Wolf jumping out. Nice, that is what we've been wanting to see. As Spaza now make their way on in. Quick few shots coming in from the players there from Ultra 6. But of course, nothing too crazy just yet. Not Gaming slowly making their way on up in towards zone. But let's jump up in towards Res G. Right here alongside Gun as Plaza finds the hit in towards them. Paul G getting sent right on back. And of course, exactly as I said, if Res decides to use the bridge, it is going to be in favor of the Gun team. Oh, money now. Oh, just getting blown up as Gun finds the hits in towards them. Beautiful positioning there from Gun. No surprise whatsoever. Managing to find the heads in through the smoke. Leonidas now quickly just pulling back the vehicle just to get into a little bit of extra hard cover. So Jigsaw and Leonidas, the two remaining players here for the rest team. And of Gun now just perched up on the hill. Right, so Gun now using the opportunity to move in. Are they going to try and push up in towards them as the zone is about to pop? Ooh, it just closes in on itself, staying in the southern region. So Gun now just repositioning themselves a little bit further in towards the north. But let's jump in towards Valdelmar as we see the players here from Ultra 6. What? No brain. Having a little bit of a no brain moment there. Knocking himself out with a vehicle, jumping off of this bridge. Up comes Spaza just to claim that easy kill, and off they go. The rest of the team now, of course, still to make their way on in. Coming in from the west. They are only in the phase 2 blue zone, so nothing too crazy. They'll still be able to survive this one for the time being. But will they survive the fire, the gunfire coming in from the Spaza team? It seems like they are deciding to rather rotate up in towards the north. But here we go. Existence now perched up on the hill. We see the Blackjack team just up ahead now. Although, sorry, this is NiBBLE. Here we go. NiBBLE now pushing on up. Gun right up ahead of them. This is going to be an interesting fight between these two teams. So NiBBLE, of course, managing to get into second place in the previous match. So this could be an essential fight for them. Gun, of course, finishing up in 12th place. 2 placement points rather away from that for the time being. So will this be the point where we see the Gun team getting sent back once again? Or will NiBBLE be the team to get sent back as Blackjack is now just moving up towards the north? Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Vindog and Pyro now just exploring the region. MG moving up to that hill. Getting a little bit of a vantage point on them. But 4 teams right here. NiBBLE now getting caught in a very tough position. We've got Gun on the one side. We've got Blackjack to the north. We've got the players, of course, now from Existence coming in from the east. So NiBBLE now trying to slide through that little bit of an opening they've got. Trying to squeeze on into the south. But Gun now just capitalizing on their vulnerability here. But here we go. Blackjack also now starting to move in from behind them. Oh, there we go. It's getting close. It's getting close. Oh, some nice shots coming in from Gun and Blackjack. As Blackjack turn their attention over towards Gun, but of course Gun focus over towards Existence in the distance. Right, so quite a bit of a fight erupting between these teams in the centralized portion of the zone. The rest of the teams still hanging about, staying on that on the outskirts of the zone. Rez also just now moving back. They've decided it could be a little bit safer to go back where they came from, just holding that position on that southern island. But here we go now. Gun taking a little bit of punishment as the teams from NiBBLE and Blackjack are finding the shots in towards them. Nerf not getting rest back up. Rapunzel and Plaza trying to find the extra few angles. Right, so here we go. The team's now starting to move on up once again. Influence Rage just keeping that position. The United now feeling a little bit of pressure. Coming in with a bit of a rotation as they make their way around. Hope for their part that they have enough fuel in that vehicle, because it's going to be a long and lonely rotation all the way around back onto that mainland. But here we go. NiBBLE now keeping a very watchful eye on towards the Gun team. Plaza sneaking up, moving into one of the little compounds just up ahead. But Blackjack now starting to put in a little bit of fire. As we see the teams now coming in over towards their north as well. The outsiders, the team up ahead. So here we go. The blue zone now closing in, waiting to see where the next phase is going to be taking us. And of course, all the teams seem to be within the zone. What happened to... What? Look at Rez. Oh, they've moved all the way down to the edge of the map. Not even the zone. The map. Right out there in the drink. And the Dragons have one of their players, Tezuka, up in the blue zone. Probably AFK. That is a bit of a rip, but hey, that is the way things go. The outside is now moving up right here behind the team from Blackjack. Swave now trying to find that angle in towards them. 14 teams still remain. I think that is pretty much still everyone. Yes, yes, everyone is still alive. Only 3 players, 5 players. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yes. Right, so Risk has been sent off. Zeus has been sent off. No Brain, Money, and Bulgy. Those are the only players that have been sent back. Everyone else, all 50 other players are still alive as we move into this next phase, moving over to the east. Once again, being inclusive of a little bit of water. But here we go. The red team now making their way back into the shallower depths. We've got Euphoria making that long trek all the way in from the edge of the zone. 4KT and Influence Rage pretty close together. Influence Rage in a decent position, keeping their watchful eye over towards 4KT as Gun now also find a few shots in towards NiBBLE. But let's see, will Influence Rage be able to find the shots? Tapping off quite a few though. Got Matrix also just on here on the upside. Let's see, where is Sully? Ooh, this is going to be quite the interesting zone. So Blackjack now using the opportunity to fall back. Sully now opening fire on towards NiBBLE. What a spray on towards Vindog. That is well done. All right, let's jump up in towards Leonidas. As you can see, the players from the Dragons now just finding the shots. Down goes Jigsaw. Leonidas, the last remaining hopeful. Is he going to make it? The Dragons just laying it down the fire. Coming in with the spread. I don't see any cover. Nope, he's just doing push-ups in the sand. So 14 teams now remain. Our first team has just been sent back. Euphoria trying to make their way on in. Down goes Hunter. Oh, all right. So 2 teams now getting sent on off. Teams now getting closer and closer. We got the players here, of course, now from NiBBLE right here alongside the team from G3. The shots coming up. Temper now applying the pressure in towards them as Jagger gets sent on down. 2 players remain. Unless, of course, they can get that res in on Jagger. Swave finds the quick shot in towards Reverb. Alright, so smoke is the name of the game at the moment. Everyone just deploying the smokes, trying to get that extra bit of cover. But here we go. NiBBLE now moving in, keeping a watchful eye on the teams just up ahead as we see the players there from Ultra 6 now starting to rotate on in. Fairly close to the drop as well. But here we go. Alright, so they've managed to find their occupation in the compound. Got the players from the Dragons also just holding up on the side, but the outside is now starting to push on in. Blackjack applying a little bit of pressure, finding a little bit of damage in towards them. Macho getting knocked out. Bounds now trying to get up for that res. Swave already managing to find a few shots in. 4KT find the shot in towards Andrew. So the outside is now caught in a little bit of a tough position as we see MG also now starting to move on up on the side. Finds a quick shot in towards Swave. Ooh, look at the nade. Look at the nade. What a play that was. Cheddar. Man. Oh, I think they knocked out their own player as well. Yep. Zane getting knocked out by another nade there from Cheddar. He is so OP, he even knocks out his own teammates. But here we go. Here we go. Right, so Gun is still held up in the compound. Not moving out just yet, but of course no need to do that just yet. 4KT Influence Rage. Also now just creeping in. NiBBLE still situated down in towards the south. So 12 teams remain. 42 players still alive. Quite a bit of a battle still remain. You can see the players here from Influence Rage just on the inside of the zone, or are the Sully setting up that anchor point for the team. Can now still have zone in their favor. 4KT now, of course, starting to move on up as well. can see Aimer just up ahead. A few shots coming in. Not finding their way just yet. Oh, but this is going to be a really tough rotation there for 4KT to come in from. As you can see, Gun, they've spotted them. But also, we've got Influence Rage just up ahead. We've got Blackjack also not too far away. The shots now coming in here from Nerf Me. Oh, taking aim towards Pronto. Finds a few beautiful hits. Fortunately, Pronto manages to duck in behind some hard cover there. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Right, who is the next one? Ooh, Blackjack now also adding a few hits over in towards 4KT. So this is a fairly tough position for them to be in. Influence Rage also now just starting to take aim a little bit further down towards the south, trying to get the shots in towards the players there from Spaza, as they are now positioned up on this bridge. So 2 players down below, 2 more up top. NiBBLE now also just spreading out across the region, heading a little bit further south because we see that zone also moving in that exact same direction. This is where we wait to see what is going to be happening. Will NiBBLE be able to move in, get in top 3 once again? Will we see the players from G3 move into top 3 as well? Or will things change around completely? So Infamous still tapping off a few shots, but here we go now. We've got a little bit of action happening over towards the northeastern side as well, as Blackjack come on in to zone. The players here from Existence now trying to find the heads. Clutch right up on that front line. I'm liking the spread that we see here with Existence. Ooh, of course that pays off. They find the first shot in towards Cheddar. We go to MG and Zane trying to just huddle on up. Reverb hanging back. Not a bad move. Oh, yep. Definitely not a bad move as he finds that shot in towards Dark Ghost. Clutch now also just trying to huddle up. Trying to hide as much as he can. Ooh, cooks that nade up. Sends it off. Oh, it looks close. Yo, finds a little bit of damage in towards MG. Cheddar also feeling a little bit of the tickle coming in. But that blue zone also now closing in. We're going to be seeing the next zone popping up once again. Where will it go? G3 also just right there behind them. But we see Influence Rage and 4KT now battling it out as that zone pops on over in towards the northeast.
Kind of slow movement.
Man, it is going to be so interesting to see what is going to be happening. Of course, you can hear the players there trying to get a little bit of pep talk going in across the board, but we're going to mute that just in case. But here we go. Influence Rage now moving closer in towards 4KT. Ooh, they're finding a few shots, a little bit of damage. Gun now just letting it rip. So Gun still sticking to their spot. They haven't moved out just yet. Right, here we go. 4KT now. Just in that position. Trying to hold on up. Let's see. Spaza now on the opposite end. We got Leonidas just trying to survive on the edge of the cliff. The players here from NiBBLE also up ahead. The Dragons right in front of them. So not only do they need to battle out against the cliffs, they also need to try and push on in towards these teams. You can see the players here, of course, now holding up their position as the players from Ultra 6 are starting to take aim in towards the Dragons. Oh, we got a little bit of a rotate coming in here as the players from Spaza now just quickly try to rush on in. Coco and Romeo, up they come. That is a little bit of a risky move. I'm not gonna lie, that looks a little bit toasty. Coco and Romeo just managing it to be out of reach of those nades. But NiBBLE also still in the vicinity. Finds a quick shot in towards Schizo. As you can see, Horus now moving up alongside him. Leonidas just huddled up in the shack. Ooh, here we go. 12 teams. Come on. Down goes Horus as well. Mojo and the rest of the team here from Ultra 6 now taking this opportunity to get out of there and get up in towards zone. But G3 up ahead of them. This is where things get pretty challenging. So Mojo now just jumping out of the vehicle, tapping off a quick few shots. Oh, everyone now starting to rush on in on the southern front. Let's try and jump up in towards Influence range. You can see them now just trying to tap off a few shots against the team from Spaza. But down goes LK. Now Sully. Oh, down goes Sully. Nice aggression coming in there from Spaza. Beautiful defensive play. But of course now the rest of the Influence Rage team is just feeling the pressure as Hensley is getting hit but also getting damaged by the zone. Oh, that vehicle not getting popped by the NiBBLE team, who's just setting up a beautiful gatekeep up ahead. G3 now just starting to rip things up in the lobby. 4KT feeling the pressure. We got the rest team also now getting sent off. Jagger, one of the last remaining players here for the Not Gaming team. NiBBLE still looking strong. All 4 players in play. 7 teams remain. The players from Ultra 6 finding a few more shots in towards Spaza. See the teams now just starting to spread out across what is left of the zone. But of course the blue zone starting to rake in a few of those easy kills. Gunner now trying to make their way around as well, trying to find the angle on the teams up ahead. You see the team there also from Blackjack and Existence about to start clashing it out in the north. But both of them need to get into zone. G3 though looking pretty cozy. So many teams still on a full squad. I mean, Gun coming in on 3 players. Oh, but here we go. Blackjack now pushing up in towards Existence. Clutch getting knocked out. Dark Ghost getting knocked out. Hellboy very low on health. Zodiac not just fortunately sitting in the next building. MG and Zane both feeling the pressure. MG, of course, getting knocked out. Cheddar gets the shot in towards Hellboy. But here we go. They're starting to push on in. Zodiac now just trying to do whatever he can to get the damage in towards Blackjack. But they just overpower him and sends him off. 5 teams remain to battle it out for that chicken dinner. We are about to get onto that wire. Everything is about to get down to the wire. There's 5 teams remain. 15 players. Not Gaming down to 1 as the blue zone now starts making its way on in. Starts pushing forward. The pressure coming in. It's starting to mount. As we move into the final zone, G3 now finding a few shots in towards the Gun team. Oh, and the zone pops into the northwest, right in favor of NiBBLE and Gun. And with that, down goes Not Gaming. 4 teams now remain. G3 trying to move their way on in towards that zone. Blackjack also trying to squeeze on in. But NiBBLE holding up. One of the players getting knocked out in the process. G3 and the players from Blackjack now starting to battle it out as both teams make their way in towards the zone. But here we go. NiBBLE, they've heard the shots. They're getting ready to push. Right on the opposite end of zone. Gun and now also now getting into a bit of a defensive positioning here. Making the most of the hard cover they've got. So it is Blackjack, it is G3, it is Gun, and it is the team from NiBBLE. Just look at these numbers though, moving into this final, well, potentially final phase. NiBBLE showing a nice bit of aggression as they now move in, applying the pressure on towards Gun, finding the shots, but of course Blackjack right on the opposite end. G3 also now stepping on in, down goes Spyro from NiBBLE. Gun down to potentially 1 player, but of course they are not backing out of the fight just yet. NiBBLE still trying to find the opening. Vindok so low on health. Sidon now trying to come up the side, finds the shot in towards Reverb, over towards Blackjack. Oh, down goes Sidon. Vindok now the last remaining hopeful. Gun Nerf Me now using this opportunity to push on forwards, finds their heads in towards NiBBLE, and off they go. They live to fight another zone. But now we are down to 3 teams. The camera throwing us in a little bit of a curveball there, but here we are, right back into it. 7 players alive. 3 teams. 3 on the side of G3. 2 for Gun and 2 for Blackjack. Cheddar now getting hit, taking a little bit of damage. Zane getting knocked right out. Oh, I'm liking the spread coming in there from G3. With so many angles covered in this bush. Here we go. G3 now starting to move on up. You can see them now starting to flank in. Applying the pressure as they move forward. Cheddar now just trying to hold on to that smoke. Like, don't get me. Please don't get me. But look at that nade coming in from 6 God. Oh, Wow. A lot of utilities are getting sent all over this map. So 3v1, v2. 6 players, 3 teams. 6 sending up another one, finding a little bit of damage. That zone, of course, now moving into the central point between all these players. So no matter what they do, they all need to move as the blue zone now starts pushing them forward. They're running out of options, but Nerf Me trying to move up beside Plaza. Now the last remaining hope for the gun team. G3 still sitting on 3 as they move into this final phase. Up they come. You can see Six God now starting to move about. He is hungry for those kills. Oh, they find the hits and they find all of them. G3 come in with a chicken dinner once again. Second one for the day. What a play. What a play. 9 kills to accompany that chicken dinner. Absolutely phenomenal pushing we are seeing coming in here from them. Of course, the players there from Blackjack finishing up in second place with 9 kills as well. Gun finishing up in third place with 8 kills. We got NiBBLE in 4th place, coming in, of course, with 8 kills as well. NotGaming taking 5th place. We got Existence finishing up in 6th place with 1. We got the players from Influence Rage in 7th place with 3 kills. We got the Dragons in 8th with 2. The players from Resurrection up in 9th place. 4KT 10th place, 2 kills. We got the team there from Ultra 6 in 11th with 2 as well. Spaza finishing off in 12th place with 4 kills. We got the Outsiders in 13th. And then, of course, the team from Euphoria, sadly, getting sent back into the lobby first again. Man, oh man, oh man. What a match that was. Absolutely insane play. Well done to G3 for getting yet another chicken dinner. Of course, no surprise. We've seen them play like this before. Quite aggressive, starting it right out the gate, turning up the pressure, turning up the aggression. But this is now where we wait to see whether or not the opposing teams will start retaliating against that. They know how G3 plays. So I'm curious to see whether or not we'll see any teams opposing them and trying to send them back into the lobby a little bit earlier. But nonetheless, well done, well played to G3. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. And of course, nice to see the players there, of course, on the front of Blackjack and Gun stepping up into the top 3 as well, claiming some decent placement points there alongside that. But there we go. Second match done and dusted. We're about to jump into the third one, which of course will be right back in towards Erangel. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a short few. What's up, guys? Welcome back. All right. Okay. So I've been reading the chat a little bit. All right. So I have approval of this. All right. So hit me up on social media. Okay. If you want to fill the spot, I'm showing with 2 hands. If you want to fill up this spot, have your face over there in the gap instead of having this lovely screen over there. Hit me up on social media. Let me know. And then if you are the lucky person, your face will be over here next week. So, yeah, hit me up. Hit me up. Let's see. It's as simple as that. But one, you got to have a mic. You got to have a camera. That's it. That is the requirements. So if you want to cast, if you want to be over here, hit me up. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Discord. Hit me up. Hit me up. But you have to meet those 2 requirements. You need to have a microphone. And you need to have a camera. That is it. That is it. Yeah, so show me what you've got. It's an open invitation. Open invitation. If you want your face featured there, you know what to do. Hit me up. Hit me up. But of course, for our final match of this evening, we are heading on in towards Erangel, of all places. Can you believe it? Of course, the people are just shooting the lobby up, as they always do. So I'm gonna mute that. But here we are. Here we are. Here we are. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting. I'm quite keen to see what these teams are gonna be doing. And of course, man, 56 players in the lobby. We got that lovely flight path underway. And that means we're going to be showing you the action. Here we are. Here we are. Look at that flight path coming in from Stolber, heading over towards the western side of the map. Yeah, that is a fairly decent flight path, though. Ever so slightly over towards the north. But whatever. Here we are. Here we are. Man. So now I'm waiting to see where the teams are going to be dropping. All right. So as I mentioned, that open space where you could see the map where Patchy's face used to be. Unfortunately, Sir Patchalot is preoccupied with work and studies, which is of course understandable. Love the man to death, but well, yeah. We need someone to fill that space next to me. So if you think you are that person, hit me up. Let me know. Social media is your way in. All right, well, here we go. Here we go. 2 teams dropping out over on towards Yosnaya. Let's see, will we have some action coming in on that front? We got the players from the Outsiders dropping down. We got the Dragons dropping down. We got Influence Rage. Well, let's call them Infamous. Heading up in towards Savoni. G3 splitting up a little bit over towards Watertown and north of Razok. Interesting. Right, then we look over towards the Georgia Bull Crates and North George and South George. We got Rez. We've got the players there from not gaming, rather, 4KT dropping in the vicinity. Oh, thank you, Cougar. Much appreciated, madame. Thank you so much. Really, really do appreciate it. Grazie. Alright, so we see the players there from Euphoria also dropping fairly close to existence. Just look at this. Here we go. A little bit of potential action to come on in on the Gutka front. Who is it going to be? Who's going to get the clutch? Will it be Clutch? Or will it be one of the players here from Euphoria? So either way, someone is going to be taken out of existence and be experiencing a little bit of Euphoria. Which also means they'll be having a bit of a clutch. See what I did there? That was a sneaky move. Sneaky move! Alright, we've got a bit of action. Where is Not Gaming? I saw them just now. Alright, no, it's not there. Oh, okay, cool. That was over in North George. They have a little bit of action. Had a little bit of action. Of course, now the team's breaking up, falling back a little bit. But here we go. Existence, Euphoria. There we go. Come on, Clutch. Are you going to clutch it? Or are you going down, Bunny? No, just Sunny rather. Just pushing on up, changing the names of the players. Clutch now just jumping out the window as he feels the pressure coming in. Hellboy finding a quick shot in towards Sunny. So that is definitely Sunny's side up. Come on, Clutch. Come on, Clutch. Show us you can clutch it. Well, he kind of did. I mean, it's not done just yet. I mean, we still got Sunny leading out in the corner. And the rest of the Euphoria team still to push on in if they're going to push in. 2 more up top. Come on, Clutch. Come on, Clutch. Sinister and Erangel. Hunter keeping that distance. Ooh, look at the nade. Oh, just missing the roof. What an attempt that was, though. Malicious World, thank you so much as well. Wow, you people are really being OP today. I'm loving this. This is amazing. But here we go. Here we go. So, Euphoria and Existence. EE and E. Battling it out on the top of the roof and inside the building. Battling it out in the cloud of smoke. Hunter moving up. Got that Hunter mode engaged. Oh, Marcus. Wow. Oh, thank you so much, dude. Wow, you guys are really crazy and it's only the first day. Man, I'm loving this. This is amazing. You guys are OP. You are the schnizzle. You know what I'm trying to say, but I can't say it on stream. But either way, thank you so much. All right, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, Euphoria. Come on, Existence. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, Erangel. Come on, Sinister. Hunter. Come on, dude. Got that Hunter mode engaged. Cooking that nade up. Getting ready to send it on over. Existence. Just holding up ahead. Ooh, look at Hunter. Man, that is Hunter mode of note. Up they come. Oh, Dark Ghost finds the hit in towards Hunter. A little bit of a rip, but hey, we're getting action. We're getting action. 14 teams, 53, 51. Wow, Existence wipes them out of existence, experiencing a little bit of euphoria there. Well done, well played. We got Gun right here up in the thick of it with NiBBLE as well. Wow, that was a nice bit of loot. Come on, who's gonna get it? Come on, Gun. Just moving about. You can see NiBBLE just to the north of them. G3, again, no surprise. Back in the usual spot. That zone, of course, also over towards the southeast. That is actually the first time we're looking at the zone, I kind of think. We got so distracted with the fights. But here we are. 13 teams remain. 51 players still alive. The red zone coming in. You can see Blackjack over on that far side. Holding up. The red zone just adding an extra little bit of spice. Of course, got the players there from 6 all the way down in Primorsk. We got Mr. No Brain having a no brain moment. Moving into the zone, that is what you expect to happen. The Dragons, of course, making their way on in from that northwestern side as well. The Outsiders on the inside, right there at Shelter. So let's see who is going to be moving on up. Risking it all right here on the edge. NiBBLE up ahead. Ooh, Res G finds the head in towards Zane. Sneaky, sneaky. Let's jump up in towards the players here from Resurrection as they are moving forward, heading in towards that zone. Come on, no pressure. No pressure, Rez. Ooh, look at this. NiBBLE and Gun. So close, so close. Give us action. Give us action. There we go. Risk now coming in with a few shots. Ooh, not finding the damage just yet. But man, what an attempt that was. Rapunzel going on the all-terrain. Watch out. There we go. Nice evasive maneuvers coming in there. Alright, so, well, still sitting. 13 teams, 51 players. Waiting to see where these teams on the western side are going to be moving on up into. We got the players there from Ultra 6. We've got Existence. We've got 4KT. We've got NiBBLE Gaming. all the way on the west. The rest of the lobby all situated in towards the interior there. As you can see, Spaza outsiders getting a little bit closer together. NiBBLE now making their way down from that western side. G3, however, sitting quite snugly right there over towards their bridge. We're going to rename that bridge to the G3 bridge, or the Temper bridge. Yeah, that is definitely what we're going to change that name to. It's no longer the Eastern Bridge. It is now the G3 bridge. Ooh, laser from Rez. What are you doing, Paul G? Hot swapping the seats. Exactly as one would expect while playing PUBG. Having a few vacant seats up ahead. Dizzy now. Just patrolling the area. Alright. Ooh. Spaza tempting fate as they move on up in the direction there of G3. Will we have the shots coming in towards them? Will they be the ones putting the shots in? We'll find out in the next episode. Ooh, what was that? What? Oh, that is a fat rip. That is a fat rip. MG and Reverb. What are you guys doing? That's just, yeah, that's amazing. Well done. Next level skill coming in here. You know, this is what you expect to see. All right, there we go. Now look at that zone, though. I mean, this is starting to look like a pretty decent zone. The players there from 6 now, Ultra 6 starting to move on up as well, making their way on through. Come on. Who's gonna get it? Blackjack moving in the same direction, but that central zone is gonna get so hot and spicy. Oh, man, yep, that is what we've been waiting for. Jumping into that action. The outsiders getting stuck right into the fight. The Swave moving about. Swaving. Ooh, ooh. Up comes the players here from Influence Rage. Baker and Matrix alongside Hainsley. Sully battling it up on the hill there with Andrew. Ooh, Macho. Swave. Oh man, are they just feeling the pressure? Swave now out on the balcony. Andrew finds a nice shot in towards Hainsley. Of course, now not out of the woods just yet. Ooh, Sully with the hits. Macho now rushing up. Bounds rushing up as well. Baker, oh, finds the hits. Oh, what a play that was. What a play that was. Man, the outsiders coming out of nowhere. Just finding some OP shots, but let's jump in to the action in over towards the G3 bridge. Let's see what's going to be happening. We've got the players here from Ultra 6 moving in. We've got G3 holding on up into their position. Taking up a nice 2-2 split though. 6 and Buden over on the far side. Flacco and Gunner over here. And then, of course, we got the team here from Spaza also right behind them. So there's a lot of potential here. Come, Mr. Miyagi. Show us what you got. Wax on, wax off. Are you guys paying attention? This is the wax on, wax off moment. Yes. Left hand, right hand. This is the masterclass moment, Mr. Miyagi. Showing us how it's done. This is how you run around in a building. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Look at that jump out the window. I mean, this is just next level play. Wow. Miyagi, the master at play. Let's move on before we get, you know, too much information coming in there. Could be a little bit too much for the brain to handle. But either way, let's jump into Blackjack and the Dragons over in Farm. As you can see, Reverb now using those spikes to get on up onto the roof. Almost like a little bit of a Spider-Man outfit happening. Got Nero just up ahead as well. The Dragons. Oh. Come on. Either way, someone's going to be farming for kills right here. Ooh. Look at this. I mean, look at this zone. Look at this zone. This is just crazy. This is just crazy. Let's jump on in. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Romeo. Oh, wherefore art thou, Romeo? It is knocked. That is where he is. Isolated from the rest of the team. Up comes Sidon. Quick, easy swoop there for Sidon. So Sidon was asking himself, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Found the shots, found the hits, and sent him right back into the lobby. Spaza now sitting on all their players right there. All alive. The Dragons battling it out once again. And of course, the players here from Ultra 6 still held up right here alongside the players from G3, who've now decided to move back in. We had a little bit of a split coming in between them, but of course now they've closed the gap. Just reinforcing their positioning. Ooh, but here we go. Blackjack now rushing up onto the Dragons, disregarding the red zone completely. Zane, MG, Cheddar, and Reaver pushing up on Tezuka. A kill, Nero, and Blade. Ooh, up comes the red zone. I mean, I'm waiting to see if someone's going to get knocked. This is going to be so funny. Come on. Yeah, this red zone is the bomb. Here we go. Cheddar now. Sneaking up on towards them. Zane getting knocked out. Will Cheddar get that third-party shot potentially on towards them? Flanking on in. Oh, laser hit in towards Blade. Oh, Tezuka gets knocked out, but down goes Cheddar. A kill. Just a kills Cheddar. Well done. MG and Reverb now moving on up. Reverb crashing the body there with a buggy. MG sends off a quick one. Molly is the name. NiBBLE now and Spaza battling it out as well. But here we go. Reverb pushing on in. Oh! Down they go. It is a wipe. Let's jump back over towards Spaza. Schizo looking a little bit crazy. Tapping off the hits. Finds the shots in towards Sidon though. Well done. So we got Vindog, Pyro, and Willy now moving up as well. Schizo and Horus, the two remaining players for Spaza, all huddled up in the building. But Gun now starting to put the shots in towards 4KT as well. Let's see, here we go. NiBBLE now moving up. We got some nades now getting sent on in here from Spaza. Gun and 4KT battling it out in that kill feed. Ooh. Ultra 6 and G3 also going at it. But here we go. Nate getting sent on over in towards Schizo. Ooh, in the window. Oh, so close. Up they come. NiBBLE now rushing in towards them. Ah, Schizo can't even get a shot off. Down he goes back into the lobby. Beautiful push coming in there from NiBBLE. But let's jump over towards Gunner. So G3 still sitting on a full squad. Ultra 6 just up ahead of them. Who is gonna get it? Mr. Miyagi, come on. Teach us. Wax on, wax off again. SKS, 8 scope. Never a bad combo. Let's quickly jump over to 4KT. Ooh! As Gun and Rez just catching them in the offside, and down goes quite a few players from 4KT. Of course, Storm now the last remaining hopeful for the team, left to battle it out. Oh, but listen to that chorus of gunshots. Music to my ears. But here we go. Storm now deciding it might be a better decision to maybe just get out of trouble. Get out there, get out of there and make that rotation a little bit further towards the north. But now, this is exactly where Zodiac is. Ah. I mean, 4KT just running out of options here. Trying to squeeze on through, trying to find that opening. Speaking of openings, I mean, look at the zone. Ooh, but Storm now getting hit. The vehicle taking a little bit of damage. 2 minutes until the next zone shifts up. What is up with this game? I mean, we're only now still in the second phase. What is going on? Oh, there we go. Flacco now getting shot at. As the players here from Ultra 6 start to take aim towards them. 6 now getting caught in the vehicle. Not having any damage just yet. I'm hoping to see a big brain play coming out here from Mr. No Brain that will prove to us once and for all. I don't know what it will prove, but it will prove something. We'll find out, of course, in due time as the teams are now starting to rotate up once again. Rez and NiBBLE battling it out. Here we go. Here we go. See NiBBLE now just in front of us here. Rez now moving in, taking occupation of these compounds over towards the south. Got Vindog, Willie, and Pyro up ahead. Dizzy, Jigsaw, and Mr. G, Paul G. G3 just behind them. Ooh, look at this gun and existence. Right up and personal. Clutch getting hit. Plaza finding the hits in towards them. Existence, of course, now just utilizing the shelter. Sheltering themselves away from harm for the time being. So got Hellboy, Zodiac, and Dark Ghost still remaining for existence. Hellboy, of course, now moving in to get the res. Zodiac just waiting patiently down below for the gun team. 10 teams remain, 33 players still alive. We see them start to push on up. No idea just yet, but either way, let's jump into the other action as Res G and Co are finding a few shots. You see the players there from Ultra 6 just off in the distance. NiBBLE still holding up right here alongside them. Vindok taking a little bit of damage. Outsiders, of course, now moving up in towards the north there. So who will get it? A little bit of slow, steady damage in towards Rez. Alright, so the team's now starting to move up once again. Existence and Gun still pretty close together. Not a lot of distance between them. 6 now, as you can see, taking a little bit of a split. A 3-1 split. Lynx now moving up over towards that far western side. So 10 teams remain. This doesn't look like 10, but it is 10. Trust me, the number says so. Up in the left corner, it says 10 teams, so there is 10 teams remaining. Existence right here alongside Gun still just hold up over in the shelter. Not seeing Gun push up though. Just hanging around, waiting, and waiting a little bit more. Would have loved to see a little bit of aggression coming in on that front. Pushing in. Maybe even just surrounding them, smoking the foxes out of their holes. But here we go. Hellboy now going absolutely crazy with the vehicle. Stuck on the ledge. Nice little nudge there from Clutch. But that zone, of course, now popping off once again. Heading further south. So Rez and NiBBLE still not out of the woods just yet. Existence and Gun dancing about. But here we go. Blackjack now starting to move on in. Coming up this eastern side. G3 now waiting for them. We're seeing a 2-2 split from them once again. So opting back into that fairly split up 2-2 split from them. It's a 6 squad up on the roof. No kills just yet for the squad. Alright. So the team's really taking the gameplay to the next level. Dizzy, making us a little bit dizzy with that approach there. Nice little scope in action. But here we go. Resurrection. Almost in a centralized position in the zone. NiBBLE also just up ahead of them. Outsiders. sitting up in the north. Gun in the far north. Six now making the approach in from the south here. Mullins joining back up with the rest of the team. But now we see Gunner and Co taking a little bit of a pot shot over towards them. Let's see what 4KT is doing. Storm healing up a Storm on the far side out in the little shack, as one does when completely isolated and all alone. NiBBLE holding up the front on this northwestern side of the zone. So we're waiting in anticipation to see what is going to be happening. Ooh, we got a few shots coming in from Gun over towards 4KT. So off goes Storm. Right back in to the lobby. Zeus now just tapping off a quick few shots on the side here. As you can see, the players from Existence getting ready to move on up as well. Deciding to rotate around, following in the footsteps of Gun. But here we go. Zodiac and Co now trying to make their entry in from this northwestern side. Up comes Gun. Up comes Existence. Up comes NiBBLE. Yes, this is the battle. The battle we want to see. I don't know what a battle is, but here we go. This is what we want to see. Existence, NiBBLE getting us some nice hits in between them, but everyone else pushing up. Gun now just trying to rush on in as the blue zone is closing up behind them. NiBBLE also caught in the blue. It is the phase 5 blue. Quite a bit of damage coming in from that. Nothing too crazy just yet as MG gets hit in the face. Nerf finding a beautiful headshot on towards MG. So 9 teams remain. 4KT, the last team to get sent back. Of course, finished up in 10th place. So we got Existence, we got NiBBLE, we got the players here from Gun, we've got Blackjack, we've got NiBBLE, we've got G3, and a few more teams over on the far side. We got Rez. Is that everyone? Yes. Ooh, and then of course the team from 6. But Blackjack now getting bombarded here by G3. Zane now moving up behind the Gun team though. Oh, easy hits in towards Plaza. Not finding the finishing blow just yet. Doing quite a bit of damage. See will they get it. Blackjack now getting ready to push on in. Existence still occupying the hill. Ooh, Gun now starting to pick off the shots in all directions. Risk finding the shots in towards Zodiac, putting that DP28 to some good use. Oh, but of course now the favor is being returned on towards Gun. That is a really tough spot to be in though. One nade. If a team manages to sneak up on them, one nade would end it for the entire squad. That would be a one nade squad wipe right there. Let's jump back over to the eastern side. As we see Res G now shooting at some rocks. Miyagi, of course, teaching him what to do in the process. Exactly as one would expect. But here we go. The players now from 6 trying to get ready to move on in. We see NiBBLE finding a quick few shots in towards Gun. Outsiders now caught on the outside of that zone, getting ready to move on in. A little bit of a treacherous journey for them to go through to get into zone. But either way, they are going to try and attempt that rotation. NiBBLE now on the side here, just picking off a few shots as the teams now all start moving in. You can see the players there from 6 not wasting a single moment, rushing in right alongside Res G. Oh, Existence rushing into that fight also now. Oh, down they go. But look at this, the carnage now erupting as the teams make their dash for zone. The shots line up in front of them, and they are not able to push through them. The players here from 6 now moving in on Res 3v3 battle. Of course, looking on the other side, the outsiders pushing on in towards NiBBLE. But here we go. Lynx gets knocked in the process. Mullins and No Brain feeling the pressure as G3 just finds the openings in towards them. Mullins now quickly trying to regain a little bit of health as the nades come in. Nowhere to run. Oh. Saved by a little bit of space. Ooh, the molly finds its way in towards Mullins, and they succumb to the injuries as Rez sends them off. back into the lobby. Some beautiful nade work coming in there from Paul G. We've got Dizzy and Co now trying to make the most of what they've got left in the zone as the teams now push on forward. Blackjack caught in the Wizard Tower. We got Gun moving in behind them. Existence fighting for their existence in that blue zone. As you can see, Clutch probably not going to clutch it out, but either way they're going to try. MG and is now one of the last remaining players here. Ooh, the pressure, the damage, the heat. It's all coming down to this. The teams now, 7 teams left to move in to this lovely open field up ahead of us. Oh, and with that, of course, Zane gets sent on back. MG now just trying to hold on for dear life as the team there from Gun is starting to move in from behind. NiBBLE move on up. The outsiders get sent into the lobby. G3 really well positioned within that zone. Gun trying to fight their way on in as that blue zone is now pushing them on in. The team from NiBBLE feeling the pressure as well as they are also quite exposed. G3 now picking the shots off on towards Gun. Oh, look at the carnage. Just look at that. MG sneaks in a quick shot off the side. Rapunzel now trying to out-heal the blue. Nope. Down goes Rapunzel. 4 teams remain. We've got Reyes, we got G3, we got NiBBLE, and we got Blackjack. So will G3 get their 3rd chicken dinner in a row? Man, I don't know. It's going to be such a tough one. They still have 4 players remaining. We got Reyes sitting on 2. We got NiBBLE sitting on 3. We got Blackjack sitting on 1. They might actually be able to get it. I mean, they're in zone as well. It's going to be pretty tough one, but definitely we're going to see these teams try. NiBBLE now getting ready to move on out. We got G3 now just repositioning, moving into a little bit of a stronger position within that zone. 6 God setting up the anchor point. Ooh, MG finds the heads in towards Flacco. Oh, down goes SG. Jigsaw. Up comes Vindog. Down goes Jigsaw. Well done. What a nice push. Of course, now MG trying to see if he can find any more hits. You see Mr. Gunner there now just fishing for hit markers. Oh, G3 and NiBBLE. There we go. Down goes Gunner. Vindog looking quite cheeky on the side. Finds the head right in towards Buden. 6 now. The last remaining hopeful for G3. NiBBLE now applying all the pressure they have. Oh, this could be a beautiful shot coming in here from 6. Come on. Don't hesitate. Just do it. Yes. Oh. Gets 2 knocks. What a play. MG now left to battle it out against NiBBLE. A 1v1. Unless, of course, they can get that res in the blue zone, making its way on in as well. Oh, there we go. It is now Pyro up against MG. Who will be able to clutch it out? It is such a close call. Down to the wire. Both players sitting on full health. MG sitting on 6 kills. We got Pyro on the opposite end sitting on 1 kill. But 13 kills for the team. Can I get... amen. Man, that is just beautiful. Look at that. 13 kills. Pyro so far only contributing that 1 kill. Will he be able to make it 2? It is a snake off. And an FBP snake off to add to that. So no third party peeking. They'll only see each other if they continue to snake though. They'll only see each other when they're alongside each other. This is going to be so interesting. Alright, so MG's got a pretty good idea of where Pyro is. But as you can see, you can't see much. There's not much to see. Pyro also realizing that there is no point in snaking it out as you can't see Schnitt. Oh, it's just scoped in on MG. Didn't realize it. Come on, Pyro. Come on, Pyro. MG sending up a nade. Finds a little bit of damage. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. This is the snake off. How comes the nade? It was the nade. Oh, fortunately, opposite end of the tree. Alright, so Pyro now trying to apply some TPP strats here. Trying to send off the smoke, but you can't third body peek. What's the point? You can't see nothing. Fortunately, he's got this tree. If it wasn't for the tree, I mean, yeah. Oh! Ow! That's gotta sting. Man! Pyro. Ah, dude. Either way, well done to Blackjack, finishing that one off on 9 kills. What a play, what a finish that was to the match. NiBBLE coming in. Whew, 13 kills in second place. Wow, what a performance. Absolutely insane stuff. Unfortunately, Pyro just didn't manage to get that final hit in. I mean, like Pyro, if you're watching this, you can see how many times you were looking right at MG. Oh, man. But what a play nonetheless. Well done, well done. G3 coming into third place, finishing off their play. There was 7 kills. We got Resurrection in 4th place with 5 kills. We got Gun finishing up in 5th place with 5 kills as well. We got NotGaming in 6th place with 2 kills. The Outsiders coming into 7th place with 4. We got Existence in 8th place with 5 kills. We got Ultra 6 finishing in 9th place with 1. We got 4KT in 10th place. Spaza finishing up in 11th. The Dragons in 12th place with 1. We got the players, of course, from Influence Rage in 13th place with 1 kill. And then Euphoria, sadly, once again, the first team back into the lobby. At least they are consistent. I'll give you that. That is consistent. I mean, that's the most I can say about that. But either way, there we go. There we have it. Day 1, week 1, match 3 completed. Well done, well done. What a play that was. But well, we see G3 coming into top 3 once again. You can see it, of course, right over here. We still have the leaderboard on screen. Not that you can see too much. It is pretty small, but either way, it is there. But of course, well done. What a play. What a performance. And what an unfortunate play that was for Pyro right there in the end, man. But either way, guys, well done, well played. Thank you so much to everyone for watching. We actually, I'm not gonna lie, this was a very, very decent broadcast. Thank you so much to everyone. We peaked at 122 viewers so far. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. You guys are amazing. Thank you to all the super chats that have come in. And of course, the offer still stands. And it really does. If you want to fill this gap, you know what to do. Hit me up on social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord. Yeah, anywhere. Hit me up. Let me know if you're interested. And then, of course, well, we can have a chat, have a discussion. So it's going to be interesting. Join us back again next week to see who's filling the space. And, of course, well, we'll be seeing what the teams are going to be doing moving into our second week. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Absolutely insane plays. And, of course, super excited to get into that. Next week, we're going to be mixing things up. Could potentially have Miramar, Erangel, Miramar coming in. Don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, stay tuned. We'll see you guys back again next week. Stay safe. Stay awesome. And see y'all back in the next one.